The Congress party has been raising its voice on behalf of millions and millions of people who believed in the movement of Ram Temple in Ayodhya. Millions and millions of these people who saved their hard-earned money to donate for the construction of the temple, and then after the construction was completed, as offerings to the god. We all know that families save money for years to go for pilgrims. For these pilgrimages, they save money, and then that money is also offered to the Lord across the country. But the BJP's model, the RSS's model of politics in the name of faith and a business model around temples. Now, this business model around temples is daylight dacoity. It's a daylight dacoity not just of the offerings, jewelry, money, valuables that people offer to the Lord, but also dacoity of our faith, of our trust, of the confidence that we have in the trust that was constituted by the Prime Minister's office on the directions of the Supreme Court. The trust which was entrusted the task of maintenance and upkeep of the temple, of regulating all the pilgrims, of being custodians of the offerings which people made to the Lord. And that trust was constituted, as I said, by the Prime Minister's office and by the RSS. They take credit of the construction of Ram Temple in Ayodhya. Though the temple was constructed on the orders of the Supreme Court. But who is taking the credit? Narendra Modi, RSS, Amit Shah. Now when they have been caught red-handed stealing from the offerings, Prime Minister is silent. RSS is quiet. Amit Shah is absent. Who will take responsibility of this daylight robbery?
Bharatiya Janata Party under the leadership of Narendra Modi ji came to the power. Narendra Modi on the floor of the House of the Parliament announced that our government has given clearance to constitute a committee for the Ram Janmabhoomi Trust. That means Prime Minister himself on the floor of the House made a statement that he is the sole responsible for constituting the Ram Janmabhoomi Trust. Out of 15 members, 12 members are being screened and nominated by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself, by the Vishwa Hindu Parishad, by the RSS. So for past 3.5 decades, 4 decades, they have been politically playing with the people of this country on the emotional sentiments about this construction. With good faith, donors, especially women, they have contributed their jewelry, their bangles, everything for the construction of the Ram Janmabhoomi Temple. Crores of people donated crores of rupees for the construction of this Rama Mandir in this country. Even for small farmers contributed, middle class people contributed, rich people contributed. So entire Indians, even abroad, those who are staying also contributed a lot for this construction of the Ram Temple. As a simple understanding for any construction, as you know, first thing is to have the land acquisition. So in the land acquisition also, there were so many misdeeds. When the local people acquired land, and from there onwards they have again resold to the trust, there was crores of rupees misused in that. In one case, one gentleman has acquired land for 20 lakh rupees and he is being paid 2.5 crore rupees for giving that land to the Ram Mandir temple. So these are all about the land acquisition. After that, the construction part started. So they have misused the funds in the construction part also. So the trust, which is being appointed by the Prime Minister himself, its General Secretary Champat Rai, he is sole responsible for all the misdeeds of these funds. He himself has been appointed. He is a Vishwa Hindu Parishad key office bearer. He was closely associated with Ashok Singhji, the then international president of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad. They have appointed one more, Misraji. He is also appointed by the Prime Minister. And one important appointee is Prime Minister's former Principal Secretary, a man who was heading the PMO as the Principal Secretary, Ripun Misra, was also appointed as a trustee and he was in charge and he was the chairman for the Construction Act. What else you want officially? Prime Minister, Principal Secretary earlier who worked with the Prime Minister for 5 years, a senior officer, he is the trustee and he was responsible for the construction activity as the subcommittee chairman. So these are the people, those who are solely responsible. One more trustee is there, Govind Rao ji. One more trustee is there, Mohan Rao ji. All these important, very big fishes are there. But unfortunately, when the allegations came, they were all sidelines and they got hold of only 8 people, drivers, messengers, attendants. Well, Prime Minister himself told on the floor of the House that I am giving the clearance. Is it not the sole responsibility of the Prime Minister of India?
This is a very sad day, as we mentioned. Of course, there are too many sad days that we see these days in Manipur. But it's made sadder, as I mentioned, by the fact that the government's focus is on Chanda Chori and Chadhawa Chori rather than dealing with these problems. Bhagwan Ram is known as Maryada Purushottam, which means he epitomizes right conduct. Now, the people who have done their entire politics in the name of Bhagwan Ram, are they showing anything that is even remotely like proper conduct? Is it visible in Manipur? Is it visible in Ayodhya? Is it visible anywhere? Millions of people in India, in Southeast Asia and around the world are inspired by Bhagwan Ram. They may be worshippers, they may be people from other traditions, but they are all inspired by the story of the Ramayana and of Lord Ram and Maryada Purushottam. As you know, Mahatma Gandhi himself was a Ram Bhakt. He strived his entire life for Ram Rajya, not the Ram Rajya that the RSS, the fake Ram Rajya that the RSS and BJP stand for, but true Ram Rajya. And when in his last moments he was felled by Nathuram, and we know which organization Nathuram Godse belonged to, his last words were, "Hey Ram." So this is the importance and centrality of Shri Ram to Indian culture, Indian history and Indian religion. Now, a long and violent history occurred during the BJP and BHP's mobilization, and it ended, fortunately, with a judicial judgment. The Congress party always has supported either a negotiated settlement or a judicial settlement, and that is what we got in 2019. So it was a Supreme Court judgment that resolved this long-standing issue. And what happened? Promptly, Mr. Modi took it over. Modi branding, Modi PR branding went in front. Poor Mr. Advani was left far behind and has not been seen in this context since then. 5 August 2020, Bhumi Pujan, Modi ji. 22 January 2024, Pran Pratishtha, Modi ji. 113 crores was spent on the Pran Pratishtha. In front was Modi ji, Mohan Bhagwat ji, billionaires, movie stars. Mr. Modi has a lot of time for Adani Ambani, but he does not find the time to come to Manipur for more than a minor token visit in all of these years since May 2023. This is the reality of Modi ji's priorities. Who was absent from the Pran Pratishtha? President of India, who happens to be scheduled tribe. Former President of India happens to be scheduled caste. Shankaracharyas were absent. One Shankaracharya said this has become an RSS event. This is not something I can attend. It is no longer a religious event, it is a political event. And of course, the common person was nowhere to be seen. So this is the priority of Modi ji and the BJP government. The wealthy, the powerful, and the rest of us are, to put it not ironically, Ram Bharose.